Hello everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you are watching the replay, you're probably watching this part. So I just want to say hi. If you guys are jumping on live, let me know where you're coming from. Say hi, drop a 1 in the comments below. If you guys are watching the replay, please drop a hashtag replay below so that I can come back and say thank you for watching. I do appreciate you guys for watching my live videos and always supporting my content. So today is Business Tip Tuesday. If you guys are new here, my name is Ashley. I have been an online health and fitness business mentor for the past 7 years. I've grown my business on social media exclusively. And so I decided, because so many of my friends on social media, my followers, are running their own businesses and they're not getting the support that I feel like they should be getting, or they're not being taught the right things. So I thought, you know what? Every Tuesday, I'm just gonna jump on and I'm gonna share my tips, my tricks, my trainings, the things that I'm seeing people do wrong. I am going to help you with the things that I am seeing go wrong. Well, today I decided to ask you guys what you wanted to hear from me. What questions do you have? What tips do you want me to elaborate on? Like, what do you need from me? So if you guys are jumping on live and you missed that post, because I have some questions and things that I'm going to hit on that I wrote down already here, you can simply just post the questions below. Whatever it is concerning business, I will jump into it. If you guys have other questions, I can jump into that too. But usually Tuesdays are strictly about businesses. And it's like any business that is on social media. That is my forte, is growing a business on social media and really learning how to brand yourself and expand yourself so where you can be successful. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to get into, and if you guys are not already in my free group, I have a free group called Living Fit, Free, and Fearless. And this is a group where I touch on health and fitness, I touch on business. And so I ask the same question in that group. I should be sharing this video in there, but we go over a lot of stuff in there. So if you want to join that group, I will link it after this video is over so you can go in there and join that. There's lots of free resources in there as far as health and fitness and business goes. So the first question I got from someone was, how do you get over failing in a network marketing company, but wanting to start a business again? How do you gain the confidence to build a business again? And I'm going to read the questions off of here because I want to make sure that I am answering what people were asking me. Okay, so first and foremost, a failure is not a failure. It's just a lesson learned. So if you have failed before, it's really something you have to look at, like, okay, what did I take a step back and say, okay, what did I not do, or what did I not do right? What did I do right? Like, what was the reasons I failed? Was it something that was holding me back? Was it a limiting belief? Was it I didn't do my personal development? Did I not go full in? Like, take a step back and look and figure out what that was. And then you'll realize that it wasn't a failure. It was a learning experience. I always joke that in my industry, I've been in my business, the one that I'm in now, for 7 years. So I'm like, I have a PhD in this. So I know all the things. And so I look at all my failures as basically learning lessons. They were kind of like me going to college and me learning what I needed to learn in order to be successful in my business. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to take someone 7 years to be successful. It might take you a shorter time. It might take you a longer time, but you have to look at those failures as learning lessons, not as failures. Okay, and the second thing I have to say is, if you have already let go of that business and you're looking for a new business, I have been there. Before the company that I was in now, I was in a different company. This was before I was married. This was before I had kids. And I liked the company. I wasn't passionate about the products. I was doing a lot of home parties. That's when those were really big. And when I got married and became pregnant, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I don't think I ever want to do something like this ever again. And then coaching got brought into my life and I was like, okay, this is for me. Now, I will tell you this, if you're looking for a new company, here are some things that I want you to think about. First and foremost, you need to be passionate about the product, the service, or whatever it is that you're offering. You have to be using that, because if you are not passionate about it, it's going to be really hard to make your business successful. You can be passionate about the business part also, but if you don't have both, I find that people normally tank in their business, or if they're in it just for the money, that they're not going to continue. They'll probably get like really successful at first. And then because they're only focusing on the money and they're not really passionate about the company or the product or the community or whatever, like all of those things, then they don't continue to move forward because, you know, money can only take you so far and success can only take you so far. If you're not happy doing the things that you're doing or selling the product or service or whatever it is that you have to offer, then you're going to have a really hard time to continue on with your business. So I would say first and foremost, pick a company that you love the product, the service, whatever it is that you're offering. Secondly, since you've already been in network marketing before, I would be really picky about your upline. Figure out who you want your upline to be. Make sure that person is going to be supportive. Make sure that person is going to be there for you. Like for instance, I've been in this company for 7 years. I'm not going anywhere. Like find somebody that is going to support their people, that you know is not just going to sign you up and leave you, that you really feel comfortable with working together and having like a work relationship with. I think that is important. I think most of the time we just get signed up and then we're like, oh, okay. Like the coach that signed me up, actually, she quit 3 months into the business and I actually rolled up to a very awesome person. But at the same time, for a while there, I was on my own. I had to figure things out on my own. It can be done. Your upline is not going to make you successful. FYI, you have to make yourself successful. But when you can have a mentor and a mentorship with somebody that is able to help you walk you through the things that you're going to go through while you're building a business, that is just going to be more support for you to be able to do better. And the last thing I have to say is please do not worry about what anybody else thinks. If you are worried that you started a business and you failed at it and you didn't continue on with it and you don't want to start a new one, screw all of those people who are going to judge you because they don't matter. Like the people that really are going to support you are going to support you no matter what. The people who are going to judge you are not going to pay your bills. They're probably not going to join you anyways. Or in a few months, in a few years, they're going to be the ones that are coming to you saying, hey, I want to join you now. Trust me, I've had it happen. It took like my immediate people around me about 3 years to actually say, okay, I think what you're doing is serious. Like, show me what you have, you know, let me, or help me out, those sort of things. So do not worry about what other people think. It's not their life. If you want to be better, do better, whatever, maybe you're sitting in your business and you kind of haven't done anything for a while and you're kind of restarting, because I have seen a lot of that lately. Jump in, do the thing. The only thing that's going to get you to feel more confident about your business is to take action and to work on yourself. I'm going to talk about that more in one of the questions that are coming up. But the most important part to growing a business is working through those personal blocks, is working through the personal development that you need to do in order to grow into the person that you need to be to grow the business that you want. Okay. So the next question I got was, do I journal, and what is your favorite journal? If you guys are jumping in live, can you say hi to me? And if you guys have any questions as far as running a business on social media goes, please drop them below and I will answer them for you. So yes, I absolutely love to journal. I have a morning routine and a nighttime routine right now that I love. I've had a morning routine for ever, since I can remember, probably since 2014, 15. Hey, Cynthia. And so my favorite journal right now is called Unlimited. I also just have a blank journal that I write in. I kind of have what I go through. I work through blocks. I work through different things. I write my affirmations in there and stuff. But I found that the Unlimited journal, it's all about, hey Tessa, it's about law of attraction, but it really breaks it down like how to journal every day. So if you're kind of wondering how to do that, that's a great place to start, but it's very heavy on the law of attraction. A very starter journal that I actually started with and what got me into journaling is the 5-minute journal. If you haven't done journaling before, I suggest getting the 5-minute journal. Hey, Tony. And start there because it's super simple. I also like workbooks. So there are some from Kara Alwa-Leba called Style Your Mind. There's a Style Your Mind for Success and a Style Your Mind for Business. I can't remember that. There's a pink one and a black one. They're both really great. I've gone through both of them. But I like workbook style journals like that. And I also like just having my own journal to where I can empty my thoughts into, where I can ask the universe questions so I can work through the blocks and really rewrite the stories that I need to rewrite in order for me to move to the next level. Okay. The next question I got was from somebody that she actually is a hairstylist. and she has done a few giveaways on social media, like giving away a style, like a shampoo in style, like what do I want to call it? Like a blowout or something. And she says she gets people that are really excited for the giveaways, but then they never cash it in. Okay, so here's the thing. It's super funny that I got asked this question today because I was talking with one of my business partners today, and we were talking about giveaways. And I said, look, I am completely 100% not available to do giveaways this year. I think that we think that the giveaways are going to grow our network, and in reality, people just want something for free. And like you said, they don't even cash it in. So it's not really helping your business. So if something's not working, I just say squash it and let's try something new. But here are some ideas that I have for you that you can use your social media to grow your business. And you guys can apply this whether you have a brick and mortar business, whether you build your business on social media. It doesn't matter how you build your business. You can apply these tips to your business to try to grow your market. So a few things that I would say is, instead of doing the giveaways, what did I write here? Oh, I don't know what I wrote down. I can't read my handwriting. Instead of doing the giveaways, I would do like some hair inspirations, like post some hair inspirations. Or another thing that I would do would be to maybe some information, like this is how you should wash your hair, or this is how, teach some things that you know to your social media people. Be the person that is the educator and that is the, what is the word I'm looking for? I like totally draw a blank, try to read my handwriting. But basically you want to be giving tips and tricks and things that are going to work for people so that you can be noticed as the expert. That's the word I was looking for, expert. You want to be the hairstyle expert. You want to be the expert in whatever it is that you're selling. If you're a health and fitness coach, you want to come off as the expert. Now, you don't have to necessarily be the end all be all, but share what works for you. Share what doesn't work for you. If you are selling makeup, share your tips and tricks on that. Obviously, you want people to come to you for information. So share that sort of thing. Maybe go live on Facebook and share you doing somebody else's hair, or maybe you doing your own hair or something like that. Build some real engagement up on your social media. And if you have a brick and mortar business, something that I would suggest, especially if you have services, is to maybe connect with people in your area that are influencers, or they have a high number of followers on their social media, and maybe do a kind of a give and take. Maybe I know if I have a friend that gets her eyelashes done and she pays just for the lashes and stuff, and then she posts about them on her social media and tags the lady that does her eyelashes. So you could really work together and collaborate with different people depending on what you have. You could even go live with other people on different things. Maybe if you do hair, you have somebody that does makeup, you guys could go live together. Just get really creative with it. But if the giveaways aren't working, I would just squash them and try different things and other things for you to promote your business online. And you could maybe if the giveaway yourself isn't working, maybe if you could collab with someone and do another giveaway and kind of lead it up to the giveaway, and maybe there will be some excitement around it, and that would help you a little bit more. But I think that influencers are huge these days, and if you can find someone in your area that would push that for you, I think that would be a great thing to do. Okay, so, and because you want the people that are going to want to come to you, not the people that just want something for free, right? Okay, the next thing I would say, the next question I got was, they wanted tips and tricks on building connections and keeping them, and then also on getting people to watch Facebook Lives. Okay, so building connections and keeping them. First and foremost, that is the most important thing when it comes to, not the most important thing. The most important thing for building a business online is working on yourself. You have to put yourself first. You have to be building, working on those blocks and working through those things, because the energy that you put out, even if it's on social media, is going to show up. So people are going to know if you, when you're having a conversation with someone, if you are feeling anxious, or if you are feeling oh, I don't really know if I can do this, and you're not confident. Now, I'm not saying to fake that energy, but get excited, lean into it, work through those blocks so that you can really build some real relationships with people. Okay, so a couple different ways that you can build relationships. Some things that I do for me personally, at the level my business is at, I spend 30 minutes to an hour a day just simply connecting with people. The first thing that I do in the morning is I always say happy birthday to people. I always write them a happy birthday message. My Facebook list has gotten so big, I no longer do private messages, but before, and if I have time, I will send out private messages. When the happy birthday list would come out, I would write everybody a happy birthday and just wish them just say, happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful day. Like, are you doing anything to celebrate? Be really intrigued by other people's lives and build real relationships. I think that's a silly question. Like, how do you build connections? Make friends on social media. Like, be really interested in what people have going on. Go to their page, see what they're doing, comment on their things, private message them. Build a relationship to where they feel comfortable talking to you and they feel comfortable coming to you. One of my favorite tips for building relationships on Instagram that has been working really great for me lately, and I've been connecting with a lot of people that I want to connect with, like the person that I want to be good friends with. That's who I want to do business with. I want to do business with people that I want to do life with, that want to do the same things as me, that want to elevate their lives and things like that. So on Instagram, something that I have been doing that I used to do, hey Ashley, on Facebook, I don't do it as much because I don't feel like it works as well, is I will search a hashtag, something that I'm into or a place that I go to, and I will find people that look interesting to me, and I will like some of their pictures, I will comment on some of them, and then I will follow them. And then in a few days later, I'll go back and I will continue to build that relationship. You have to find a way to track the people that you want to connect with. For me, some of the things I do is I go through my Facebook groups. I will just pull the list up and I will go to their page and actually connect with them. You can make actual lists on Facebook. So if you have people that you want to connect with and you want to, see their news feed, you can put all of those people into a list. You can click on that list and then it will show you just those people that you have created that list for. So you'll just see their news feed. Another thing you can do is you can go up into the top of the news feed on your computer. I don't know if you can do this on your phone. You might be able to, but you can change it to the newest post. So I will do that sometimes too. I'll change it to the newest post so that you see everybody that's posting and you can comment on their stuff and go through and create real relationships. You need to take time to do that every single day, whether it be 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Like I said, for me, it's about 30 minutes to an hour every single day that I'm making connections and I'm building relationships. I did do a post earlier talking about how you can build a business online in 5 to 10 hours a week. You just have to make your sacrifices and you have to make it work. At this point, this is my full-time gig, so I work a lot more than more people do. So for me, that's at the level I'm at, that is what I do. Okay, the next question that I got is, how do you get people to watch your lives even if you don't want them to buy from you? Okay, so I don't know what your business is and I don't know what your lives are. If you are just going live and selling, then you're gonna have a really hard time getting traction. And especially if you're going on your personal page, because Facebook does not want you to be selling on your personal page. So you can actually get your Facebook account shut down for that. What I would suggest doing is providing more value. You wanna be providing content and things that people actually wanna come to you and buy from you. You wanna create an experience for them. So you want to be sharing things that are entertaining. You want to be sharing things that are inspiring. You want to be giving people knowledge. You want to be going live and talking about other things, not just constantly doing sales and sales and sales. And then people will be interested in coming back and listening to your lives when you are going to do the sale. If you have not read the book by Gary Vaynerchuk called Jab, Jab, Right Hook, I highly suggest reading that book. But you cannot just be asking for a sale all of the time. When you are building a business on social media, you are building your own brand. There are a million people, not a million people. There's about I don't know how many coaches there are in my network, but there are so many different coaches. I have to be able to stand out for people to want to come to me, to work with me, to trust me. So they need to know you, they need to like you, and they need to trust you. And if you're just trying to get a sale, people are probably not going to go there. So it's important to build those relationships. It's important to be giving something else, giving valuable content on social media for people to actually put into place and to use, and to say, okay, I want to go back to that person and see what she has going on. I want to go back to her and see the sales that she has going on. Think about the people that you go to. What are they doing? I don't want you to copy anybody. I want you to get inspiration from people. So I think that there's a fine line there. You have to be careful that you're not comparing yourself to other people, that you don't try to be that other person. But who are the people when you sit down and you're like, okay, I've got 10 minutes. I need to go see what so-and-so is doing. Why are you going there? What are they sharing? What are they offering to you? And most of the time it's going to be entertainment, inspiration, and some kind of knowledgeable, like some kind of content that you can consume that's going to make you feel good, or that is going to be a tip or trick or something that you can apply to your life. So think about those things. Get creative. And stop trying to be like everybody else on social media. I think it's really hard because there is a lot of noise. And I talk about getting inspiration from those people, but one of the best things that I've done, because I did that for a little while. Like, I got my inspiration. I knew who I figured out who I wanted my customer to be. I figured out who I wanted my coach to be on my team. And then I kind of ran with it. But what happens if you keep going back to those people and then you start like acting like them, then that's when you kind of need to back off of social media. So one of the things that I would suggest, if you're feeling blocked in your content, it's probably because you're consuming too much content. And you need to get off of social media. You need to stop scrolling. You need to stop watching everybody else live their life. And you need to go out and live your life. You need to do that personal development. You need to do that growth that I was talking about, working through those blocks, so that you can have something to share. You can have some kind of content to share. I think so often we have so much content coming at us, not only through social media, but if you are in a network marketing or direct sales business, you have all of these trainings from corporate, from your team, from this and that. It's one of the reasons why I backed away from normal weekly trainings on my team, and I actually do a live Q&A for my team, and they get to ask me questions, and we actually get to work through things instead of me just preaching, because there's enough of that out there. There's enough of the tips, the tricks. You want to learn something about social media, you can go to Google, you can go to YouTube, you can figure out how to do it. But if you are constantly consuming, you're not giving yourself time to actually create something that's your own, and you're not giving yourself time to actually put things in action, then you're not going to get anywhere. So make a certain time, block out like, for instance, I have a day where I block out like, okay, I can listen to trainings. The rest of the days I can't do it. And so I actually had to put that, I had to time block myself so that I won't continue to watch trainings, because I could watch trainings all day long. And for the longest time I was like, that's not affecting me. But in reality, it was stopping me from taking action. And then I'm like, okay, I need to do this and this and this and this. And then I wouldn't do anything. So really stop the consuming and start focusing on you. Start focusing on your creativity. Figure out what your mission is. Like, if you are selling makeup, if you're selling jewelry or clothes or whatever it is, like, what is these things going to help this woman do? What has it done for you? How has it made you feel? Like, what is your mission statement for wanting to get this product into this person's hand or this woman's hand? Figure that out. Figure out what it is you're wanting to help women with. And then you can start creating content off of that. Like, if you are doing clothes or whatever, maybe you did like a live where you're styling different pieces of clothing together, or a jewelry. Well, this is going to go good with this. It's not going to go with that. Like, I don't know. I'm not an expert in that area, but these are just things that you need to start getting creative with and really showing up in your power. Like I talked about before, like, you need to be the expert. You need to be the person that people want to come to you because they like seeing what you have to put on social media. And that's when they're going to start buying from you. Okay, and the other piece to that is, I have to say, is with all of that, you need to be consistent. So you need to be showing up every single day. You need to be making sure that people know that you're going to be there. All right, that is all I have for Business Tip Tuesday. Thank you guys for your questions. If there are any questions I did not answer, I will answer them next week on Tuesday. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.